Good evening, trustees, staff, and members of the public who are joining this evening for the September 9th, 2025 Public Board meeting. Welcome everyone to the first public board meeting for the school year 2025-2026. This meeting is called to order. With us, we have all in-person trustees. We have Trustee Michael Chen, Trustee At Law, Trustee Jenny Chen, Trustee Melanie Wright, Trustee Carolyn Butterworth, Trustee Ron Lin, Trustee Pamela McCarthy, Student Trustee Jason Lin, Student Trustee Hayden Lai, Student Trustee Natalia, and welcome our newly appointed Indigenous Trustee Dylan Big Canoe, Trustee Dr. Elizabeth Sinclair, Trustee Nadim Mahmood, Trustee Estelle Cohen, Trustee Robert Kolosowski, and Trustee Cindy Leanne. I get it all right. So we have all trustees with us in person. Thank you very much. And at this point, I'd like to pass the following time to Trustee Michael Chen to help to provide us the land acknowledgement. Trustee Chen.
Thank you, Chair. We affirm that we are all treaty people and acknowledge that the York Region District School Board is located on the land of two treaties. These treaties have been signed with the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and the First Nations of the Williams Treaties, who are the Mississaugas of Alderville, Curve Lake, Hiawatha, Scugog Island, and the Chippewas of Beausoleil, Rama, and Georgina Island, who is our closest neighbor and partner in education. To honor this agreement, we will take up our responsibilities to be respectful of their traditions, knowledge, and inherent rights as sovereign nations. We will respect their relationship with these lands and recognize that our connection to this land is through the continued relationship with these First Nations, and we acknowledge our shared responsibility to respect and care for the land and water for future generations. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Chen. A video of students performing the Canadian National Anthem will be shared. Please stand if you are able to. Please be seated. Thank you for the beautiful performance for public school. Approval of the agenda. The agenda is on our public agenda package, page 1 and 2. Without objection, the agenda as written shall be adopted. Is there any objection, trustees? Seeing none, without objection, the agenda is adopted. Thank you very much. At this time, the chair would like to ask any trustee who has a direct personal or direct or indirect pecuniary interest in any matter being discussed by the board during this meeting to state the conflict and nature thereof. Seeing none, thank you. At this point, the chair would like to recognize Vice Chair McCarthy to rise and report from private session.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to rise and report the following recommendations and move its adoption without objection. That the York Region District School Board receive the minutes of the August 26, 2025 Governance and Board Organization Committee meeting for information. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Vice Chair McCarthy. Without objection, the recommendation shall be adopted. Is there any objection, trustees? Without objection, the recommendation is adopted. Thank you very much. Moving along to special announcement. At this point, I would like to invite Trustee At Law to speak to Ukrainian Canadian Heritage Day. Trustee Law.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. September 7 was Ukrainian-Canadian Heritage Day. Ukrainian immigrants began arriving in Ontario in the 1890s, and the province is now home to more than 336,000 Ukrainian Canadians. There are over 1.2 million Canadians of Ukrainian descent across Canada. Many Ukrainians left their homeland to find freedom from oppression and pursue a better life in Canada. In 1991, the Ukrainian Parliament declared Ukraine an independent democratic state from the Soviet Union. Canada was the first nation in the Western world to recognize Ukrainians' independence. According to the 2021 census, approximately 21,000 individuals of Ukrainian origin live in York Region, representing about 1.8% of the population. In light of ongoing geopolitical conflict in the region, people of Ukrainian descent continue to arrive in Canada and York Region. Despite the hardships they have faced over the years, Ukrainian Canadians have made many contributions to Canada that are reflected in our economic, political, social, and cultural life. On behalf of the York Region District School Board, I'm happy to recognize and celebrate Ukrainian Canada Heritage Day. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Trustee Law, for recognizing Ukrainian Canadian Heritage Day. At this time, I'd like to open the floor to any trustee to share any special announcement, and please raise your hand. And I see Trustee Mahmood, happy to share the local initiative, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the opportunity. I would like to take a moment to mention about the dance team of the students which performed at the Leaders Launch. That's from the Mackenzie Glen Public School. I want to just shout out to them that nice job done. And thank you very much for the students and the teacher, Ms. Ravindran, who is the lead teacher on the dance group. So just wanted to mention their names. Thank you.
Thank you for recognizing that, Trustee Mahmood. Any other trustee like to do any special announcement? Please raise your hand. I did not see any. We just all come back from a very needed summer. We will have a busy year to come, so I look forward to hear our board of trustees to able to share with us all the exciting things happening at our local school level. Thank you so much. So we'll move along to the student trustee report. At this time, it is my pleasure to invite our student trustee to present your first new school year monthly report. Hayden, Jason, and Natalia, please go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, Director, trustees, staff, students, and members of the public. My fellow student trustees, Hayden Lai, Jason Lin, and I are all honored to be here tonight and present our inaugural student trustee report. It is a great pleasure to be back in this space with so many individuals who are passionate about creating a more equitable and stronger learning environment for all students in the York Region District School Board. Your work has not gone unnoticed. You have advocated for positive change, and we thank you for your dedication. From July to August, I have decided to extend my work over the summer through participating in a student panel named Teaching Equity and Justice, alongside Dante Hillen, the current Indigenous student trustee for Hamilton Wentworth District School Board and is chair of the Indigenous Student Trustees Council with the Ontario Student Trustees Association. At this gathering, we provided personal experiences that connected to the feedback we offered on how to provide a more equitable presence in the educational experience while enhancing truth and reconciliation. Furthermore, it is with great pleasure that I announce that I have been elected as the chair of the Truth and Reconciliation Advocacy Interest Group at Osta ACO, where I will be focusing with members on promoting and enhancing Indigenous culture in Ontario education through authentic learning and exploration. While looking ahead into this next term, I'm delighted to continue working with the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit team in YRDSB throughout the many cultural gatherings down the road. Through these events, we will continue to ensure that Indigenous students and families will receive the support they need and be openly welcomed into the community. I will also be utilizing my student trustee Instagram account to promote accessible resources on post-secondary guidance and personal financial support for both the Indigenous students and families. I am eager to plan how to push for further Indigenous recognition within schools across YRDSB on significant dates throughout the year so that Indigenous students feel valued, recognized, and supported. Together, we can ensure that Indigenous students feel welcome, seen, appreciated, and celebrated within the York Region District School Board. Together, we can further build truth and reconciliation inside of our schools so that students know they belong.
So, first, I would like to begin by thanking you all, the student trustees who paved the way before me, trustee services, and to all our fellow trustees for facilitating such a smooth and welcoming start to this role. It is truly an honor to be here tonight and to deliver my very first board report as student trustee. I'm both honored and excited alongside Natalia and Hayden to step into this position and to advocate on behalf of the 130,000 students at the York Region District School Board. Before our official term even began, Natalia, Hayden, and I had the opportunity to learn more about organizations targeted towards student success during the YRDSB annual general meeting. One organization that resonated with me was High School 2, a 2-year province-wide initiative addressing gender-based violence in Ontario high schools. We took part in several workshops and discussions on consent awareness, which I felt especially passionate about. The passion led me to join High School 2 over the summer as a content creator, working with students across Ontario to share our perspectives. 2 major projects I worked on was the Consent Awareness Week, which will take place from September 15 to 19. The BRAVE model, which stands for B, begin by listening, R, respect confidentiality, ask what support looked like to them, and validate them and emphasize. This is a trauma-informed framework for responding to disclosures of sexual and gender-based violence. Alongside several other students, I'm helping bring the BRAVE model to life through a high school student perspective animated video, showcasing how it can be applied in real-world scenarios. Beyond this, OSTA remains a year-round platform for collaboration. I'm excited to also be serving on the Public Board Executive Council as operational manager, where I'll work with public student trustees from across Ontario on student matters and initiatives. Looking ahead, we're excited for what this new year has to bring. We have many ideas and plans that we are eager to bring forward, and we are committed to serving the student body with passion and dedication. Thank you.
Before I begin, I want to give a huge congratulations to Natalia on her election in YRDSB. I know she'll do great things in her new position. And to start off, it's incredibly exciting to be returning this year alongside Natalia for a second term and having Jason with us this year. Looking back on our first term as student trustees, we saw firsthand the strong engagement with student voices in our board, specifically in the York Region President's Council, or the YRPC, the board's student senate. We saw exceedingly high participation at our student outreach meetings, a record high number of candidates looking to join the council and be part of the democratic process, and clear interest from students in the council, a clear show of support from students and engagement. This year, we are looking to build upon that with momentum with our new YRPC team. Us, alongside YRPC Prime Minister Eric Chen, we are eager to work on increasing participation from students at our meetings, looking for strategies to engage student voice and to innovate in the way that we connect with students all across York Region. Now, outside of my role at the YRDSB, I've also been serving as an advisory member with Rally 2025 over the summer. It's a one-day high school mental health and wellness conference taking place at Meridian Hall in Toronto on October 21st. The event brings together high school students from across the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area, with the support of partners such as Bell Let's Talk, TELUS, and Kids Help Phone. Students will have the opportunity to speak with and engage in interactive sessions on digital wellness and hear from a range of really inspiring speakers that I think a lot of students will be really excited to hear from, including representatives from CBC Street Sense, a professor of video games at TMU, and even a past winner of Survivor. I'm really excited to see the impact of this event. And with all of that, with all of that, looking ahead, we are excited for what this new school year has to bring. We have many ideas and plans that we are eager to bring forward, and we are incredibly committed to serving the student body with passion and dedication.
Thank you very much, Indigenous Trustee Natalia. Congratulations on your election to be the chairship role. And welcome, Jason, and thank you for your strong advocacy immediately with the YRPC together with Hayden. As a Board of Trustee here, we look forward to work closely together for this school year, so thank you very much, and always grateful. I'm humbled by the very first sharing by Indigenous Trustee Natalia to bring us into a good start. You share the good, equitable work for our student, truth and reconciliation. So it brings the board in a very good place for a proper start for the school year. So thank you very much to starting us the very, very first meeting, very, very first student trustee report, and congrats to all three of you. We will move along to the next agenda item. The chair would like to recognize Trustee Mahmood, our voting delegate, and OPSPA to provide an OPSPA report. Trustee Mahmood, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Back in 2008, a recommendation by the Board of Trustees was made that the voting delegate should bring back annual report after the AGM is done. As part of that report, we have brought back the report to the GBOC and then it's been presented as part of the minutes of GBOC in tonight's meeting agenda. However, I would like to take a moment to just mention that this year there were elections for the regional councils, as well as one first vice president position was held, and Jane Johnston from Blue Water District School Board was elected as the first vice president. Along with other positions, so honorable mentions, or the mentions which I wanted to bring it up is that we're honored to have our own trustee, Dr. Elizabeth Sinclair. She was re-elected as a Central East Region Vice President, as well as re-elected as the Vice Chair of the Black Trustees Council as well. In addition to that, it was also announced that Dr. Sinclair is the recipient of the Dr. Harry Paikin Award, Memorial Award for 2025. This award will be presented in January 2026 to her as well. Other highlight from that report, I just wanted to mention briefly that with all the discussions, we have done some analysis, and I want to just highlight that financially, the YRDSB benefits from being a member of the OPSPA. The savings that are reaped by the board through OPSPA initiatives such as the School Energy Coalition, that is more than covered the membership, the cost which we pay to OPSPA being a member of that. In addition, the support of OPSPA provides with regards to the provincial negotiation is also valuable for all our school boards in Ontario. So just wanted to highlight that, and then a detailed report is available as part of the minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Trustee Mahmood. Let's give a big round of applause to congratulations, Dr. Sinclair, on receiving the Dr. Harry Paikin Award of Merit in the upcoming January in our PES, the PES, and look forward for that award ceremony. And thank you, Trustee Mahmood and Trustee Dr. Sinclair, and also Trustee Butterworth at the on the education policy, if I remember correctly, representing us, this board at the provincial level. Thank you very much. It's appreciated. Moving along, the chair at this point would like to pass the time for Mr. Director for your director's report. Please go ahead, Mr. Director.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the 2025-2026 school year. On September 2nd, YRDSB welcomes students back to all of our elementary and secondary schools. Although we know we have some early start schools, we open the doors to everyone September 2nd. Many staff worked tirelessly over the summer months to ensure schools and classrooms were ready for the first day of school. And whether the first day was in September or the early August start, really appreciate all the extra efforts that staff went through to make the learning spaces available and bright and ready to roll for our students. Prior to the opening of the school year, I had the opportunity to join Ontario's Minister of Education in July, visiting some of our capital program and new school builds. We visited the new replacement Dr. G.W. Williams Secondary School. The minister visited Spring Lakes, as well as the new Queensville Public School. And in the summer was able to visit the summer programming at Aldergrove and Armadale. The minister was happy with our capital program and the progress of the new school buildings as we worked hard to get them open for opening day, as well as the high quality of our summer programming, and appreciated the time and effort and work staff had put in to have the schools open for the students and the summer programming. I am thrilled with the work staff contributed to getting the doors open. We know opening day for brand new schools is an incredible amount of work, and Associate Director Maharaj, Robert Salvazo, and our team did exceptional work through Labor Day weekend, and teams were working around the clock to make sure that those schools were open. And we want to thank you and your leadership for making sure that everything that we needed to get done got done, and we wish everyone all the best in their new school communities and appreciation for all of their incredible work. To follow up and share a little bit more detail around our summer learning programs, we trust everyone had a restful and relaxing summer. However, the York Region District School Board does not stand still in the summer. We have a lot going on, and our summer learning opportunities for both elementary and secondary students run throughout July and August. Credit and non-credit summer school programs were delivered in elementary, secondary, and our adult programs. There are many opportunities for these students to continue their learning through programs such as our Building Bridges to Kindergarten, our Camp Black Brilliance, Finding Your Inner Mathematician, Summer Institute, Elementary Summer School for grades 6, 7, and 8, and the Grade 8 Reach Ahead program for elementary students, and many in-person, remote, and online credit courses for secondary students. The in-person secondary programs ran in 8 sites across York Region and served over 7,600 students, while the online secondary program served approximately 7,100 students. That is larger than some districts run in the regular day school. In YRDSB and non-YRDSB students and adult day learners. Our elementary programs ran in over 60 sites and served over 7,400 students. This is a total of 22,000 students served in our summer programming over the course of the summer. So it is a significant effort and a very, very large program that we provide. So outstanding work by our teams, and thank you very much for the teams that supported our summer learning programs. As mentioned earlier by Trustee Mahmood, we had our leaders launch prior to school reopening, where our system leaders gathered on August 27th for the annual leaders launch. And the launch is an opportunity to provide our system leaders with important information that informs and guides their leadership work to a successful start and throughout the school year. During the event, leaders reflected on the multi-year strategic plan and the district action plan and their leadership actions to support these plans. And newly appointed leaders were introduced to the system, and service departments and area superintendents provided important relevant updates to administrators, and corporate management leadership provided important updates for department staff. A very, very valuable day and a key important day in the calendar for us as we launch into the new school year. As Student Trustee Natalia mentioned, congratulations, Student Trustee Natalia. You make us incredibly proud, so thank you very much for sharing that and your leadership. Recognizing National Day for Truth and Reconciliation coming up. The annual Day for National Truth and Reconciliation takes place later this month on September 30th. The observation of this day is an important learning opportunity throughout our system and ensures that the history of residential schools is recognized on an annual basis as a part of Canada's reconciliation process. And on this day, students and staff reflect on and honor residential school survivors, their families, and communities. Our district is continuing to engage in the learning that deepens students' understanding and the effects of colonialism on Indigenous communities, and it is a day to continue learning about the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's calls to action and our roles and responsibilities towards reconciliation as students, educators, and community members. Resources and learning activities for students in all panels, both elementary and secondary, are available to support them on this topic in age-appropriate ways and continue to grow. We have our launch of our upgraded secondary websites. There's been a discussion ongoing always at the start of the new school year as we continuously update our websites with new names and timetables and the various things that change at the start of the school year, and we continue to update our websites. But over the summer months, the York Region District School Board launched newly upgraded secondary school websites. The new school websites are designed to be more modern, accessible, translatable, and mobile-friendly and easy to use. Relevant content was migrated to the new sites over the summer, and some schools may still have some minor updates and tweaks to take place, but once complete, these sites will provide families with access to important school and board information, and we continuously look to build on those. This brings me to a staffing announcement that many in the room here are well aware. But to share broadly across our district and community, I want to take time this evening to recognize an important upcoming retirement on our senior team. Near the end of September, Jeff Fair, our Comptroller of Administrative, Legal, and Trustee Services, will be retiring from public education. Jeff celebrates over 30 years in public education with leadership and administrative experience in 2 Ontario school boards. As a senior leader, Jeff has served our board and district as a member of our senior team and has a legacy of building strong relationships with staff, trustees, families, and community partners. This is particularly noted by his constant navigation of challenging matters and incredible support to school and department and system leaders with whom we all know so well how Jeff navigates, and Jeff has represented and continues to represent our board so well. And Jeff, we are so incredibly proud and honored to have served with you and to be a part of your story, but you to be a part of our story. And on behalf of all students, staff, thank you for your leadership, your dedication, your service to our students and our system, and we thank you and we honor you in your retirement and wish you all the very best. So thank you very much. Mr. Chair, I will give Jeff the opportunity. I'm a little bit afraid of what he might say about me, but I will, Mr. Chair, if it's okay, give Jeff a moment of my time to say a few words. Mr. Fair.
Thank you, Director Kober and Chair Lynn. As you'll see, I've brought my Phil Donahue microphone this evening, and I'm dating myself, which is a reason to retire. Thanks, Bill, for those very kind words. The successes I experienced at YRDSB are definitely a result of collaboration and relationships with staff across the system. And I'd like to thank everybody here this evening, as well as our amazing superintendents and administrators who are not with us. Special thanks to the incredible teams of administrative and trustee services with whom I've been blessed with to work for many years. And lastly, thank you to our director. Your leadership, work ethic, and dedication to students, staff, and public education inspire us all. And working with you has been nothing but a pleasure. Thank you to everybody, and all the best to each of you. Thank you.
Jeff, thank you very much for your leadership. Thank you for the kind words, and we are so proud of you, and thank you so much for all of your contributions and your continuous contributions, because we know we have you attached to a few files that we will continue to bother you with. But congratulations and all the best in retirement, sir. Thank you. Moving on, we have an upcoming September PA Day. There will be Professional Activity Day for elementary and secondary schools on September 26th. And as in previous years, the Ministry of Education requires school boards and administrators to share their PA Day plans and agendas with parents, guardians, and school council chairs electronically. and PA Day plans are also to be posted on websites and visible 14 days prior to PA Days, and plans are well underway for staff learning, including health and safety annual learning on that particular day. So just recognition of that important day coming up in case any of the public members have questions for you. I didn't say welcome, and I should have welcomed my first opportunity to welcome our new trustees to their first full meeting together. Student trustee, welcome aboard, Jason, and student trustee Natalia and Hayden, thank you for your onboarding for Jason, and welcome, and congratulations on your first report, sir, because I know it's nerve-wracking making your first report. I've done a first report. But I'd also like to a warm welcome to Indigenous trustee Big Canoe, and welcome, sir. We're thrilled you're here with us. And leading into that, I want to share the Chippewas of Georgina Island powwow that's coming up. On September 27 and 28, the Chippewas of Georgina Island will be holding their annual powwow, and the York Region District School Board is honored to provide space for the powwow, which will be held at Sutton District High School. Plans are well underway with lots of work taking place. All are welcome and encouraged to attend, and attendees are encouraged to review the powwow protocols, and there are resources available online to help support powwow learning. And I know anyone that attends has great learning in the day, and we look forward to that. So thank you very much, Trustee Big Canoe, and we know we'll see you there, and we look forward to the powwow upcoming in the end of September. And Mr. Chair, before I close off, I know we won't be together in the boardroom before some of our folks celebrate Rosh Hashanah. So I'd like to wish a happy Rosh Hashanah, a two-day New Year celebration to our Jewish community. And we won't be in the boardroom before commemorating, for those that commemorate Yom Kippur. We wish you an easy fast. And with that, Mr. Chair, that is my report for immediate updates taking place across our system. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Director, for a very, very fulsome report. We are only 2 weeks in, and this is the work that we are doing collectively, and I want to appreciate yourself and taking the opportunity to thank you to all the staff for a relatively smooth start, as trustee have not received too many phone calls, so this is a good reflection of our system stability, and thank you. I also just want to say a very brief, Director, you shared very nicely to Comptroller Jeff Fair. It is absolutely the Board of Trustees' greatest pleasure to working with you under your leadership to help us navigating into many, many important initiative agenda, including but not limited to Director Performance Plan, Director Search, all the different updates within the system, a lot of challenging matters that privy to trustee that we have to navigate through, and thank you for bringing the stability, and your calm demeanor is always very, very appreciative regardless. And as we all know, within the boardroom here, we went through different cycle of a challenge. This current board, previous, or the before, but you are helping us to navigate through that with your strong team. So I just want to say thank you very much on behalf of the Board of Trustees, and I wish you the best retirement. But as Director mentioned, there could be a few things tied together still. So best to you and to your family. Thank you very much. Yeah. I want to recognize the complexity of the system that we are governing as a Board of Trustees, that through the leadership launch, I just want to praise the entire staff team, senior leadership team, to allow all the leadership and the trustee who attend have a great full understanding of every single department with a 1 minute or 2 minute highlight, which goes overrun every section, but it really bring me to a very eye-opening on navigating 130,000 student system, how complex it is and how difficult it is, making difficult decisions, ensuring that we are bringing student achievement, student outcome, student well-being, and inclusive education for all students. So thank you very much for that, and we will have a very strong 2025-2026 year, and our board is standing very strong for that. So with that, we'll go into something a little bit routine. So we'll go to page 9 to 16 of approval of our previous board minutes. That's why we have minutes, because it is a good 3 months ago. So that minutes is on page 9 to 16 of our agenda, public agenda package. The minutes of June 17 public board meeting file of the agenda has been distributed to all trustees. I just like to allow trustee to have a very brief moment to familiarize with the minutes itself before we move on. Are there any corrections to the minutes? Is there no corrections? The minutes are approved as presented. Thank you very much. Moving along, item 12, there are some routine recommendation from the board committees. On page 17 to 76, that will be the policy and bylaw standing committees. On page 77 to 99, August 26, GBOT Organization Committee, we do have 2 meetings over the summer. So this routine recommendation are here for our approval as one consent motion. Without objection, the recommendations shall be adopted. Are there any objections, trustees? Without objection, the recommendations are adopted. Thank you very much, trustees. Receipt of advisory committee minutes. We do have 2 advisory committee happen back in June 12th. SEAC, Special Education Advisory Committee, page 101 to 105. And June 19th, 2025, page 107 to 110, Parent, Family, and Community Engagement Advisory Committee. We are in receipt of minutes for the advisory committees on pages 101 to 110 for information. Any committee members want to share any information, please feel free. So this is just a minutes receipt. We do not need a motion. From the previous board meeting, we do not have any direct new business to discuss at this point. And the September and October meetings dates for all the advisory meetings, standing meetings, page 112, page 111 to 112. Meetings and events are listed here for trustee information and for public information. Just to make a point that with the new directive starting September 1st, a lot of our meetings is happening in person, and trustees are fully aware, and the public as well. As this concludes tonight's agenda, I just want to say thank you to trustees, members of the public, staff, and members attending our board meeting. As there's no further business, the meeting is adjourned for the September 9th, 2025. Thank you very much, and thank you for everyone who joined in, and including our Confederation partner. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.